Bien, listo. Con respecto al episodio anterior, que se había bugueado, vamos, básicamente, se quedó la pantalla de carga y de ahí no pasó, pues resulta que no hay nada que cargar. Una vez te cargas al bicho, hace el cambio de como si estás en el juego a una escena, pero no hay una pantalla de carga en sí, simplemente se pone en negro y sale la escena, ¿no? Lo que pasa siempre. Pues parece ser que el juego no dio. Y ahora pues parece ser que va bien. Entonces, bueno, ha salido un diálogo que presumen ahí de lo fuertes que son. Y cantado llevarme el trofeo y buen trabajo con el gigante. ¿Cómo ha acabado un gigante aquí? Vamos a investigar un poco.
This close to human settlements? Strange.
Well, that was no ordinary giant. His name was Goliath. Rumored to have been a knight once, but one who broke his vows. For this, the Lady of the Lake transformed him into a wild giant and banished him into the Gorgon Hills.
So he came back down? Why?
Several times each year, hunger chased him into the lowlands. Goliath had killed and devoured many shepherds. Guillaume's hunt served a noble cause. At any rate, it's a tale for more agreeable environs.
Pues muy bien.
I'll take the trophy. Why not? Could find someone who'll pay to buy it. Put up a good fight against the giant. Got experience battling monsters?
None. In Toussaint, we mostly chase bandits. But I vowed I'd bring my heart's champion the head of a monstrosity, as the famed Gottfried, known as the Giant Killer, did.
You don't mean to hunt the beast, I hope. The matter's best left to Geralt.
Another challenge awaits me. Yet if Geralt is to hunt the beast, he ought to know. It struck again.
Nah, se la
The
puedo
river
quedar ahí, yo para
surrendered
esta
the
mierda.
corpse. It washed up in the meander by the cockatrice. Damien de la Tour's guardsmen are there already, securing the area.
Securing the area? Better go there now before they trample any tracks, manhandle any evidence.
Set forth, then. I shall ride for the city to inform her gracious magnificence that Geralt has arrived. We'll meet later, near Guillaume's tent at the Tourney grounds. I shall take you then to see her grace.
A su gracia. Bueno, claro, Your Grace. Pero quedaría mejor su majestad, suponiendo que sea rey. Que su gracia. ¿Eso existe? En español decir su gracia. Yo creo que no. Vamos a quedarnos con sus cosas. Un mutágeno rojo mayor. Increíble. Hostia, hay un arma. No puedo usar. 38. Por supuesto es mejor. Bueno. A esta podemos poner unas buenas runas. Madre mía, qué pedazo espadón, ¿eh? A esta podemos poner unas runas. Congelar está bien. Tengo de quemar. Potencia de ataque. Eso es una parida. Bueno, sí, vamos a poner eso. Y el perforante de armaduras. Y ya. De esta la podemos tirar al suelo. Que creo que era... Bueno, esa es la que me dio... Ya ni me acuerdo quién cojones me la dio. Pues para el suelo. Seguro que era un recuerdo y ahí se va a quedar. Me obligan a subir en sardinita para continuar el viaje. Ah, venga. ¿En serio? Ah, bueno, menos mal. Anda, coño. Mutaciones equipo de brujo de gama. Puedes experimentar mutaciones de brujo adicionales para desbloquear nuevas capacidades. Pronto te encontrarás con un mensajero que te entregará una carta muy interesante. Léela e investiga la historia del profesor para conocer más detalles sobre estas mutaciones. Estoy con un maestro artesano que vive en toussaint, puede fabricar armas y armaduras de excelente factura y que combinando ambas resultan aún mucho mejores. Total, no las podré equipar porque no tengo el nivel. Mola que su caballo, que lleva de jinete a un tío con armadura completa y el caballo además está también lleno de metal y demás, sea tan rápido como el mío.
in the service of her gracious
Que
magnificence.
me hace el
When we
lío.
appear in her name or speak on her behalf, we are bound by tradition.
Whoa there,
No one here. They must have removed the body already.
Let's look around. Make sure they didn't miss anything.
Un buen pescado. Ya que estamos podemos saquear un poco. Unas huellas.
Hobnailed boots, multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went. Walked along the shoreline.
Perhaps the body lay on the bank.
Oye, ahí hay enemigos, qué casualidad.
Anything taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes.
Pues son los mismos de siempre, pero con pinchos.
guests. Careful.
Increíbles. Qué fuerte es esta espada. Ah, no, no, también. No estoy pegando con otra espada. Vale. Puedo hacer que uno me ayude. Tal vez no sea mala idea. A ver. No. Está pintado. Dios, que los combates son excesivamente largos. Hostias. Se les quita muy rápido eso también. A ver si... Voy a buscar una espada de plata. Creo que alguna habrá que por ahí. Bueno, la otra. Si tengo un nivel más puedo poner la otra espada de plata. Y también le meteré runas a ver si se nota. Daño crítico de 1. ¿Estoy quitando? Hostia, menos mal que no me hizo nada. No me daba cuenta que estos son los que explotan. Da igual. Pensaba que eran de los otros, sumergidos, pero no, son de los otros bichos. Buen combate, mira qué combate. Me voy a mirar si
Here
tienen
by the smell
ventaja,
of
si
blood.
Bueno, a ver,
Let's keep looking.
una bandeja, eso es
Junk that
importante.
came down the river.
We must keep searching.
Blood. Guardsmen pulled these nets out of the water, then cut the mutilated body free.
Bueno,
Gonna
Venga.
dive in, make sure they didn't miss anything.
saquear, puedo saquearlas. Ajá, interesante. Soy un furtivo. Unas buenas botas. Soy un furtivo que va a robar el marisco a los pescadores de por aquí. A ver qué más puedo rapiñar. Un buen coso de lino, está bien. Eso siempre gusta. ¿Esto qué es? Pañuelo de no sé cuántos. Vale, listo esto. A ver, ¿qué hay aquí abajo? Una cuchara. Buah. Soy un furtivo, pero categoría pro, robo
Chief.
cucharas.
Monogrammed DLC. A noble's accessory, clearly. Need to comb the bank.
DLC, son coñeros los cabrones con lo de DLC. Qué obra de arte. Rompe con la cuarta pared. Aquí que usa tu sentido, no usa señales de movimiento. A ver, volvamos a donde estábamos. Y aquí tendría que haber. Estás cogiendo un montón de mierdas que pesan. Sí, bueno, pero de momento, mientras te tenga para llevar, luego tirarás cosas más útiles. Nada es útil en este juego. Bueno, pues no, parece que aquí ya no hay más de eso. De que me examinar estas cosas.
Junk, junk, and more junk.
No. Pues esta entonces.
Junk, junk, and more junk.
No, todo es junk, junk y más junk. Lo de la sangre ya está mirado. Oh, vale.
Look, a boat was launched here. Guardsmen must have loaded the body parts onto it, taken them somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
La gente mirando, no tiene nada mejor que hacer. Está diciendo, oh, esos cabrones, esos están robando el marisco. Encontré un pañuelo con unas
One thing.
iniciales.
Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions no matter the odds, fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes? You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
I understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
Sí, cuando le convenga al
I shall
guión
have to
volveremos a
leave you
hablar.
soon.
Venga, va.
Return to court.
Barely got back to Toussaint.
A knight
Anda.
in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I'd feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time.
En serio, ¿por qué no pueden hacer que el personaje este vaya tan rápido como yo? Igual que antes en caballo, pero ahora a pie. Bueno, pues nada,
Once
vamos
you
a
have
otro.
finished examining the corpse,
Entonces,
be
cochinero.
sure to report to Anarietta.
Anarietta?
Her Grace, the Duchess. I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomrin's presence, however. He finds such familiarity offensive. A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Toussaint.
Tempt the beast. Killer from the north, they say.
What?
Pero para que no pueda ser ofensivo. Tenemos un tablón de anuncios con misiones que nunca voy a hacer. Vamos a verlos.
Ducal clerks looking for help.
Oh,
Could be good coin to be made.
Bueno, igual sí que las hago, porque las de búsqueda de tesoro de aquí
by
si
my
me dan
troth,
armas y
could that be
armaduras
the
podrían
musty
fundirme,
scent of
ya que
fresh
son de más
pate?
nivel.
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac Peyren. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
but why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of that
Me cagaré con los
crayfish.
robellos todos.
I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited two men to join us, yet since Sir de Peyrac Peyren in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
Milton ya me ha presentado. No le digo. No, va, venga, vamos a ser corteses.
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir de Peyrac Peyren.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchering trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up
Joder,
in my
otra
bed,
vez.
looked out the window, and beheld a sky red as blood.
Ask Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Se llevaron el cuerpo a la misma. ¿Y luego qué? Esto es importante, ¿eh?
Must have been early in the
Luego se
morning.
puso normal, se
Went
puso
to check your
azul.
nets and then...
I stepped out of my hut and saw.
By my troth, to the point, man. You found a body ensnared in your crayfish nets. We know this already. What happened then? Did you see anyone nearby? Did you spy anything noteworthy? Anything at all?
Not a soul around, just me. As for noteworthy, well,
What did you see? But be warned, if I hear the sky was red again,
I saw a head bobbing, eyes bulging, the tongue blue and popped out. Next to it, a hand rocking upon the water.
Get a good look at the body parts?
They gave me such a fright. I bolted to town fast as my legs would take me, then returned with guardsmen who told me to keep out of their way. They had a hard haul. The parts were so tangled up in my nets, they were forced to cut them.
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Russell's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Bueno, ese es el
Who
chocheteo y nos
was
vamos a
that?
tirar.
Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Linnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Russell's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable.
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Russell now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one draw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have defined that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
Bah, lo de la bestia
Thanks for the
no castigo divino, no.
hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Vamos pues.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
¿Qué? ¿No me
Not coming
acompañas?
with? Oh yeah. Duty of some sort calls.
Some sort. Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen. I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the Palace Gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet yourself laughing.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition. So, see you later, Milton, and good luck.
Jo, yo que le quería preguntar. Bueno. Ya no hay que seguir a Milton. Bueno, menos mal. Y son actualizadas, la bestia de Toussaint. No tendremos un Blood and Wine. Los lugares en los que puedes comenzar misiones nuevas están marcados con el icono Vale. ¿Y dónde hay tal icono? Bueno, pues de momento ninguno. Pues bueno, hay que ir ahí. Está ahí al ladito, así capatita, qué remedio. Caballo. Me salió de la posada el caballo. Estaba tomándose ahí una buena chiquita.
That's it, Roach.
Oh.
Bueno, al menos la zona es agradable, es bonita de ver.
Sounds
Por
like a
aquí,
fight.
por allí, coño.
Have to hurry.
¿Por qué el caballo no podrá saltar? En serio. A ver, monta. Ahí está, a veces salta, a veces no. Es que es la hostia que el botón de bajarse de caballo sea el mismo que el de saltar. Madre mía, me he saltado el barril.
It must still be
Además
here.
por estilo Donkey Kong. Está todo Dios muerto aquí. Este se acaba de morir ahora. Bueno, usa tus sentidos de brujo para descubrir qué tipo de monstruo mató a los guardias. Ha sido la
Busted
codicia.
ribs,
Eso
blood
sí que es
from
un
the
verdadero
ears.
monstruo.
Took a solid hit.
A ver.
Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimara, though, or a Fletter. Bruxa, gotta be. In the cellar, gotta be. Footprints. Small, bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar.
Vamos a hacer el opcional. Bestiario. ¿Y dónde andarán las lamias? Híbridos. Malditos. Joder, vampiros. Ah. Mujeres desnudas. Oh, sí. Si tienes que atravesar un bosque, acércate con el... Bueno, son débiles con lo otro, con la de clavarlos en el suelo. Ya está suficiente.
Black blood and moon dust. Could be lifesavers. You. Saw you at the inn.
Vale, va a ser que no es la que nos vamos a tirar.
I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood.
Ya será horrible. Ah, pues no es normal.
We don't have to fight.
No, ha matado a toda esa gente inocente y te da igual. Hay veces que...
wrong.
Ah, pues parece que sí. Hay veces que se la suda, a veces le importan. Y se va.
I cannot let you leave.
No, ya no está tan bueno. No, no, no. ¡Qué pro! Coño. A ver si de aquí sales. Ah, has quedado atrapada, ¿eh? Y te duele. Entra. Si no entras... Ah. Bueno, voy a probar sin que entres. Sí, le das igual. Parece que no funciona igual, hay que hacerlo con Jordan. Le das un toque y se va. A ver, ven aquí. Ralentización. Se cubre. Dios, no puede ser cierto. Coñazo. Esto sí que va a ser un verdadero coñazo. Dios. Y apareció a mi lado para echarme a correr. Claro, si no, no la ves. Pero vamos a verla. Ah, con eso la... ¡Hostia, el fuego que bien le funciona! Espérate. Si le quemo le funciona genial. Mirad el fuego que bombo le baja a vida. Pasa que el quemarla... Nada. Su secreto. Quita la espalda. Joder, tengo que dejarla un toque. Muere.
Men to get to the body. What was she doing at the table, though?
Pues ya lo tendrá medio comido, ya no tiene mucho... No creo que haya mucho que ver.
Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought.
Ya.
Laid in water for some time. Head swollen.
A ver, si fuese por lógica, la plata no era buena contra este tipo de bichos. Ya solo por clavarle la espada deberían morir.
A pouch bulging with coins.
Hostia, me dio 100 de experiencia por abrirle la boca.
Nilfgaardian florins from several different provinces.
Incluso con las monedas, si tuviese monedas de plata se las tiro así y ya debería matarla. O ajo. No sé.
Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up.
Se equivocaron al contar las manos.
How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something.
Ya se puede... Ahí está, se metió la mano en el culo. Para que le rasque mientras.
So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm?
Porque está calentita en mi trasero.
Shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
Vayámonos pues. Oh, espero que lo veamos disfrazado de conejo. O de liebre, o de lo que sea que tenía que disfrazarse. Caballo, ven. ¿Ven? No, no viene. No viene. Sardinita, ¿qué? De mí como... Espérate, es en un pueblo. Joder, tiene que ser hacia el otro lado. Pensaba que sería de nuevo aquí. Entonces ya me teleportaba, pero se ve que no, hay que ir para allá. Vámonos, sardinita. No me haces ni puto caso, ¿eh? Genial. Ni sube el caballo. Creo que a pie ya hubiese llegado. Ay, que te den, por Dios. Tomar por culo, caballo de mierda. Es verdad que dijo que iba a ir a un torneo de mierda. Un torneo de Quidditch. Bueno, y tendré que participar, ¿no? Para hacerlo más largo el DLC. Oh. Entiendo. Hola, Palmerín. Oh.
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Store is done. Go find your parents.
But the Palmerin? What about the story of Itik and the dragon?
They're tales for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Tiene tufo, ¿viste? La niña esa tiene tufo encima de la cabeza. Sí, la virtud gana siempre, no, gana más fuerte. No siempre, pero más vale ser bueno. La virtud lo es todo, niña.
Yeah.
¿Por qué?
Virtue always wins.
But
No, tiene un tufo encima.
He's a villain and he wins. The cutter of Casteldaccia too.
Moral victory. That's what counts.
Rubbish.
Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents. Her Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way.
Pues muy bien. Putos niños, los mataba a todos. ¿Qué hace?
Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you will soon see.
Someone's gonna fight a Shaelmar? With only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Una rata grande. Todo esto es peligroso, no deberían torturarlo así, ¿no?
Sure hope you know what you're doing.
Master beast tamers from Nilfgaard's Serenas will ensure the Shelmar is dazed. And that is sure to delight the crowd.
Shelmars are damned dangerous, even young ones. Need to be careful.
Ya lo habrán hecho más veces, Gerald. No creo que sea la primera vez. A ver, ¿quién va a ser el valiente?
Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man you met.
Yeah. Mentioned he'd promised his heart's capture a monster
Vale, va a morir
trophy.
aquí, sepa.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
Vamos a ver.
Let's go.
Y tendré yo que salvarle. Bueno... Cae de cajón, ¿verdad? ¿De qué le va a servir el escudo?
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
Igual de esas tres es. Puede ser cualquiera, ¿eh? Las tres... Incluso la vieja que estaba detrás prometía.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Que saquen a la rata. Ah, no, diferente. Tiene cabeza. Bueno.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Hombre, el bicho mola. Ah, se jodió. Ahora tiene menos peso. Es un armadillo. Un poco imbécil, pero es como un armadillo. No he hecho nada, pero le he ganado. Ups.
Damn it.
Y hacía tanto la diferencia el rollo en la cosa. Madre mía, qué te va a dar. ¿Para qué le sirvió? El Duro no sirvió para nada.
We have to help him.
Bueno, tengo que despedir a mi novia. Primero tendrá que ir este combate. Era visto esto, ¿verdad? Otro boss más. Joder, no habrá bastante. No, el fuego no creo que sea bueno contra este. ¿Qué haces? Ah, si me muevo, te dato mi posición. Medina aquí puede morir. Estimulación por sí. No le hago daño. Bueno, pues a ver, que juguemos a su juego de cargar. ¿Fuego tal vez? O el... Espérate, vamos a usar ar, que nunca lo usamos. Fuego.
Break up the ocean and set fire to the wood. For nothing in this struggle can come to any
Va a matar al otro, el palmerito. Bien, ¿será porque la espada está rota? Bueno, no debería estar rota, imposible. La arreglé hace poco. No le he hecho nada. No, juego tampoco funciona. Con este no es la solución. A ver el bestiario, si me dice la... Buah, ¿dónde va a estar, sabes? Bueno, debería estar en bestias, ¿no? Constructos, no. Espectros, híbridos, malditos. Vampiros. Vampiro supremo, es un señor normal y corriente. Relictos. Ah, qué año. No creo que esté aquí. Ogroides, tal vez. No está el troll, pero no está ese. Tendré que matarlo, veréis, para que me salga aquí. ¿Híbridos? Bueno, la sirena no era exactamente así. Va, pues ni puta idea. No, andará igual como dracónico, yo qué sé. En bestia no estaba. Por delante no puedes dar, solo puedes dar por delante. Ay, Dios, qué asco. Vale, me está dando bastante gente. Igual cuando se levanta, hay que usarle el yard para hacer que caiga hacia atrás. Por ahora de repente rueda. Pues tiene miedo, por Dios, hostia, eso de rodar teledirigido. Ahora. No funciona así tampoco. Yo ya no sé.
Not good.
Ya. No, esto no funciona. Con las bombas. A ver. ¡Oh, bombazo! Duele, ¿eh? ¡Oh! ¡Jeje! Madre mía. Pues ya está, porque me he quedado sin salto. Vale, entonces el secreto es usar yard. No me ha quedado muy claro en qué momento, pero esto... A ver. Salga. No, aquí no es. Estaría bien poder descansar. O sea, pasar tiempo. No sé en qué momento fue en el que le tiré la bomba y giró. Cuando rueda. Se probará, a ver. Tienes que hacerlo. A ver, que puede. Va a matar al otro. Ah, parece que tiene vida infinita. Entonces, ¿para qué le ponen vida si tiene vida infinita? Deja de hacer limpiación. ¡Oh! Cuando se estrella, si empieza a girar y se estrella, se le pone las cosas. Pues el secreto es ponerse por ahí. Bueno, murió nuestro colega. ¿Qué haces? Te deja el cadáver. ¿Qué haces? ¿Puedes por favor centrarte? Pero no hacer eso, claro. Gira, coño, gira. Ahí. Gira, ven. Mátame también. Creo que te cundiría cargar. Es posible. Para que no muera ese. No lo creo. Creo que me acababa de matar, por cierto. No voy a dejar que muera, pero esto... Es que si el bicho ni siquiera hace lo que tiene que hacer para girar, que se pone a dar vueltas en círculos, a pegarle al otro, además tiene entonces que focusearme a mí, estar pegado a la pared y que funcione. Mirad lo que tengo. Tengo aquí un huevo de chocolate para comer. Que es de los trolls, no sé si se verá. Y esta troll se llama Poppy, como mi canal. Qué pasote, ¿eh? Estamos aprendiendo una de lore aquí. Ay, a ver si carga rápido. Ah, puedo aprovechar y despedirme de mi novia. Se acaba... Y si os digo que se acaba de cerrar el juego... Uff, qué asco me está dando, Me está empezando a dar un poco de asquete la expansión. Sincronizando, genial, ahora no puedo entrar. Pues bueno, voy a seguir despidiéndome. Sincronizando aún. Y no sé por qué esta expansión da tantos problemas. El juego fue relativamente bien. Solo una vez había petado en todo el juego y ahora, en nada, en 2 directos, pues ha petado 2 veces. Bueno, no, esta es de desconectarse directamente, más de una vez pasó. Bueno, ya debería salir. Ya vuelve a estar cargando. tanto en cargar. Y lo peor es que vete tú a saber dónde estoy, porque igual ni siquiera estoy delante de la bestia. Bueno, no, de cómo se llama el bicho. Ah, sí, estoy aquí. Exactamente.
Gotta keep it down. Can't even tell when the hears us.
Alas,
O sea, descarga mola un montón y después no la vuelvo a hacer. Le he quitado una mierda. Joder, las otras veces le quité más, le quité casi un tercio de vida. A ver. Más de lo mismo. Repito. Paró justo. Justo ahí, paró. Bueno, no necesito.
Out, brief flame, and thus the witch's life was snuffed. All our hopes, alas, had turned to dust. The fate of the beast has been weighed by the gods. Soon the witches shall triumph against all odds.
Sí, y eso no es lo que nadie lo
The witch awaited till the time was true, then twirled, danced, and spun, struck the monster and threw.
Ahora lo hace siempre, por algún motivo. Ahora sí.
Like a bow who leaps at the love's first spurt, so the witch wound the server, then its foul heart hurt.
Tira. Pedazo. Está cagado. Está cagado,
Shots die, flee, razor strikes blade, servant's eyes sink aloud, blood transforms into
en medio. Otra más. Que lo lleva. ¡Oh, fusil por un golpe! Venga, de nuevo. La primera, facilísimo. Uy, batalla de carga. La música me mola. Grabo sentadillas
The
encima.
Shelma lies defeated by Geralt of Rithia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
A ver, qué cojones.
It suffered enough.
¿Y qué? ¿Dónde lo vas a clavar?
The monster lies slain! The fight is done! Praised be the victors!
Ey, en un universo paralelo has muerto.
Guillaume,
The lad came damned close to dying.
Y tú también.
Fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Vas a decir cómo la
Smile
mierda.
as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Bueno, ¿cuál de esas será la que supone? Supongo que la rubia.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck
Esa.
upon it.
And I'm truly, honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Solo por diversión no es una buena idea. Eso me lo digo.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here.
El gran y todopoderoso brujo Geralt con
We
sus
shall
orejas de
meet
burro.
Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him.
O bueno, la rubia igual es del otro y la que te tiras es esta que te está hablando. Una de esas dos es.
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered.
¿Pero qué hizo? Aparte de follarse a esta, que está clarísimo, pero...
Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Un calvo, no es de fiar.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings.
Voy a necesitar dos cosas. Información, acceso a un laboratorio. Siento tener que contarme una lamia mató a algunos guardias.
Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
Me encanta.
I
Por las
examined the
pintas que
body of the
llevo.
beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And
Salvó
we've
al
enough
mundo.
trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand
Aquellos que no
that
tienen por
which you
casa, pero no te
find
los
at
pegas.
home, yet did not expect?
Una alfombra, unos cuadros. Te llevas la silla a la casa. No sé.
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic.
Ah,
On the
ya
other
veo por dónde va la tía
hand, on
esta.
returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards, both. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and a sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate.
Acaban de dar
Title
una
to the
casa,
vineyard
joder.
shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. But, Corvo Bianco, isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information. How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories.
Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in a gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the...
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
Honor, wisdom, generosity, valor and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Ya he hecho más en 5 minutos que llevo aquí que esto sin saber Dios cuánto tiempo.
Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the fourth virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien!
to miss something so obvious? The Peyrac Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed the nightly team. It was years ago, but...
Your Grace, we need to find Milton immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the Hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The Hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses!
Dai, quanto vale un sofà?
Your Grace!
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness, I...
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward! Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Cierra la puerta. Bueno, me he perdido un poco del diálogo. Los brujos, al igual que las hechiceras, son estériles. Así se dedican a fornicar entre ellos. Tiene contiene información sobre los puntos fuertes y débiles de cada monstruo. Bueno. Estaba
Clear the path! Clear the way, I said!
Hogar, dulce hogar. La de hogar, dulce hogar es para ir a ver tu casa, entiendo. Se va a atravesar el caballo.
Hurry.
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the Hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too?
We've no other option. But time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rule.
Ese tío sí que parece pro, de las gafas.
Through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up.
¿En serio voy a tener que jugar esta mierda?
You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish. While I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around over there, look.
Joder, nadie lo está
The
persiguiendo ni
golden
nada.
fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
No sé. Bueno, podemos ir a por el caballo primero, yo qué sé.
If one were to call a snake courageous or coward,
How is it that your grace does not fear him as well?
Unicorns are thought to...
A ver cómo funciona esto.
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear
Esta
sister,
mujer antes estaba
were
allá
you
arriba.
still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
Hey, folks. Gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Y yo llego y me hace caso. Joder, no podía ser fácil. Pues casi lo consigue, ¿eh? Si no llega a ir ahí de súper despacito y hacerle... ¡Mira! Ya estaba. Espera tus sentidos de brujo para encontrar una golosina para el unicornio. No me jodas. A ver. Golosinas... Pétalos para ser que no... Un pavo real, eso es una buena golosina. A ver, ¿qué hay aquí?
Roach likes carrots.
Zanahorias.
Maybe unicorn will too.
Tal vez el unicornio también.
Outrage. An outrage, I tell
Bueno.
you.
Ah, vale, ya lo tengo puesto. Uy, ahora sí lo saco. Madre mía. Como con la linterna, ¿eh? Pero... No puede ser cierto. Y sí. Vale, lo tira pero lo sigue teniendo. Vale. Pasa que le he dado sin querer el botón de hacia abajo. Mierda, espera, quieto. Ya está, mira, eso... ¡Ay, Dios! A ver, saca el...
Damn it.
Tú.
What would you say to a delicious, crunchy carrot?
Bueno.
Easy. Gardens are huge. Be better off on horseback.
Que vaya a caballo. ¿Dónde? Está ahí al lado. Está a 100 metros. Se ha vuelto muy vago el Gerard,
Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
Yo no sé por qué el resto de gente no lo hace.
Did someone just dive in the water?
Perhaps that's the way to do it.
Pues hay un montón de ellos. Parecen de verdad. Top. ¿Qué es esta mierda? Dorado, puede ser aquel o ese de ahí. Caramelo. Dios, no veo nada, con los sentidos de brujo. No sé lo que estoy mirando. Aquel de allá, entonces. Sí, ya lo había mirado, ¿no? Toffee. Caramelo otra vez. Voy a salir que me voy a ahogar.
That is not allowed.
Este no es dorado tampoco. Son los mismos de antes. Estoy mirando seguido los mismos peces. Ese no es, ¿no? Esto no es dorado ni de coña. El de allí. Hay que salir. Ah, ya está. Ni siquiera hay que tocarlo.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
Y lo matas ahí, le clavas la espada.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye, and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon its heavenly course doth trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
Bien.
A key.
Why, you bomb-botched wretch!
He's ruined the game!
Disgraceful. Don't cry, dear. The Duchess will hear of this. Don't cry, dear. The Duchess will hear of this.
Bueno, nada, tengo un barco, tío. Pues ahora lo demás me llevo vuestro barco. Ah. Soy un ser cruel, pero nadie me entiende. No saben que lo he hecho por un buen motivo. A la baja. Ha estropeado el juego.
The light, it's positively useless. She can't possibly see the thing. What? Precisely. I won't go. I simply won't do it.
Esto sí que estaba bastante lejos. No voy a poder subir por aquí, ¿verdad? Ah, sí. Bueno.
No buts.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a crone, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse, with a head of hard cheese.
No, una cueva, no. Es la despensa. No tengo ni idea de dónde se esconde Python. Dios, por... No. Comienzo mi invierno con un grito ahogado. Pero acabo siendo duradero. Es que es una cueva. Me cago en Dios.
Groans. Hollows. Could be a cave, I guess.
Now that's just silly. Look, if we take groan, hollow it out and fill it with ease. The letters, that is. We get green. Then mouse, but starting with what heads heart cheese. Why, it's greenhouse.
Eso sí es una tontería.
Pretty clever. And it sounds right to me.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door that locks, and the key to it looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go.
Completado la misión.
Wait here.
Puntos disponibles. Y la deja ahí, sola, asustada. Ey, tengo una espada que equiparme. Hola. Oh no, es un vampiro de estos importantes.
What the butch?
Porque vaya, esta pelea. No es tan increíble.
What was that?
Ay, qué pena que no seas como Siri, ¿eh? Ah, bueno, tiene su estilo, ya.
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Estamos hablando de mí. A muchos.
Plenty. Even more of the guilty, though. You're next.
I think not. You see, I've something to do still.
More murders?
Just one. Not counting yours.
Vamos a pelear. No sé qué. Por supuesto no le hago una mierda. Obviamente se va a escapar. Vale. Bueno, vamos a tirarnos esto, cambiar de arma. He dicho cambiar de arma. No me va a dejar, ¿verdad? Ah, pues sí. Bueno, es un poquito mejor, ¿no? Y podemos ponerle una runa. De envenenar, ¿no? Le funcionará. Tómate a la espalda fina. Bueno, no le he quemado. Ahora se cubre. Toma. Esto no va a caer tan fácil. Hostia, eso no debería haberle dado. Misma mecánica seguida, ¿habéis visto? Bueno, si tienes suerte le rascas al plato. A ver, hay que recuperar el ritmo. Ahí estamos. Hostia. No, no, quieto, no te cures. Ya bastante me cuesta bajarte la vida. Me ha matado. ¿En serio le están poniendo una escena para...? Obviamente seguramente se escaparía, ¿no? Pero entiendo.
You were to stay where you were. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
No, he's my friend.
Pues nuevo que te la he hecho. No creo que cambie nada. Sería la misma escena, pero es que casi seguía seguro.
Geralt, it's me.
¿Y tú quién eres?
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened? It was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
El que estoy persiguiendo, que te ha traído de vuelta, ¿cómo te has regenerado?
Local serial killer seems to obey you. Maybe you could talk him out of it, convince him to stop murdering.
Why do you think I've come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather stubborn. Though you must certainly recall that neither do I surrender readily.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is, how would you humans put it, more bestial than I am. But not to worry, I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here, at least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
¿Y qué razones podría tener? ¿Cómo puedes estar tan seguro? Me importa una mierda sus motivaciones.
So in your opinion, what are his reasons?
Precisely what I wish to find out. And then I will convince him of the error of his ways.
Got a lot of faith in the guy.
Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once, in the street, had offered Dettlaff an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Dettlaff's trump card is his herd instinct, his tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him, immensely.
Gotta find him, before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Dettlaff is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I'd prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Manda. Esos petardos.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.
Se supone que estoy muerto. No tengo vida. Vamos a comernos aquí un buen muslamen. Bueno, señores, creo que lo podemos ir dejando aquí. Aproximadamente hora y media llevamos. Bueno, no llega a la hora y media, pero llega, suficiente por hoy. Como siempre, si lo veis en YouTube le podéis dar un like. Y bueno, pues nos vemos mañana. Voy a ver qué pasaría. Voy a grabar, porque me da igual, básicamente. Y voy a cotillar qué pasaría si lo hubiese ganado. Igual cambia algo. En fin, nos vemos.